Jack was always in a hurry. His life felt like a long, exhausting race, one filled with obstacles he didn't want to deal with. He hated waking up early, stuck in traffic, endless meetings at work, heartbreaks, sickness, and the pain of losing loved ones. He constantly thought, if only I could skip the bad parts and get to the good ones faster. One evening, after another exhausting day, Jack found himself walking down an unfamiliar street. The city lights flickered, and the air carried the scent of rain. His eyes landed on a small, dimly lit shop he had never noticed before. The Watchmaker's Timepieces, the sign read. Curious, Jack stepped inside. The shop was filled with clocks, grandfather clocks, pocket watches, and hourglasses, all ticking in perfect harmony. An old man, dressed in a sharp black vest and round glasses, stood behind the counter, his piercing eyes locked onto Jack, as if he had been expecting him. You look like a man who wishes time would move faster, the watchmaker said, his voice calm yet commanding. Jack hesitated before nodding. I just want to enjoy life without all the waiting, the pain, and the struggle. The old man smiled knowingly. He reached under the counter and pulled out a gleaming gold pocket watch. Its surface shimmered like liquid gold, and the second hand ticked in an oddly hypnotic way. This watch can do exactly that, the watchmaker explained. Turn the dial, and you will instantly skip ahead, past anything you don't want to experience. No more waiting, no more suffering. Jack's eyes widened. That's incredible, but what's the catch? The old man's smile faded slightly. Once skipped, those moments are gone forever. You will never get them back. Jack barely listened. This was his chance to avoid all the boring and painful parts of life. Without another thought, he grabbed the watch, thanked the watchmaker, and rushed home. The next morning, Jack was stuck in traffic again. Frustrated, he pulled out the pocket watch and turned the dial. Click. In an instant, he was at work, sitting at his desk. The commute was gone. Later, during a long and boring meeting, he turned the dial again. Click. The meeting was over. At home, after a stressful argument with his girlfriend, he didn't want to deal with the pain. Click. The heartbreak disappeared, and so did the relationship. Jack laughed to himself. This is amazing. For years, he used the watch for everything. Skip through traffic, skip through work, skip through sickness, skip through funerals, skip through loneliness. Whenever life became uncomfortable, he skipped ahead. He only lived through the good times, vacations, celebrations, promotions, fun nights with friends. It was the perfect life. Or so he thought. One day, Jack woke up feeling different. His back ached, his hair was thinner, grayer, his hands had wrinkles. Confused, he stumbled to the mirror. The face staring back at him was that of an old man. His heart pounded. How? Rushing to his bookshelf, he flipped through old photo albums. The images were filled with strangers, people smiling beside him, laughing, growing older. But he didn't remember any of it. His best friend's wedding, his nephew's graduation, the woman he once loved, all gone. He had skipped through so much of life that he no longer recognized it. Panicking, he grabbed the golden watch and desperately tried to turn it backward. Nothing happened. He twisted harder. Still nothing. The watchmaker's words echoed in his mind. Once skipped, those moments are gone forever. Jack gasped. He had skipped everything. Not just the hardships, but the growth, the laughter, the love. He had rushed through life, straight to the end. His hands trembled as he dropped the watch. It hit the floor with a sharp clink and stopped ticking. Suddenly, a sharp pain shot through his chest. He staggered, his vision blurred. The world around him faded. His final thought, I should have lived every moment. And then, silence. Life isn't meant to be rushed. The struggles, the waiting, even the painful moments, they all shape us. They teach us patience, strength, and appreciation. If you skip through the hard times, you also miss the beautiful ones. So take a deep breath. Embrace every moment, the good and the bad. Because time, once lost, can never be reclaimed.